All right, we're just setting up. Let's have a look. This is live, and Glennie D has challenged me to do the first video of the year live. Now, our studio is having some work done to it, and so we're in the kitchen today. You're looking a bit rough and ready after a long holiday?
Oh, Miss B, it has been a long holiday. And yeah, seriously, we are just kicking off this year. Thank you for joining in, Glennie D, Miss B, and we are
sweet
in the kitchen when we're just pressing the go button, and we're bringing you some more engineering and design. And we thought we'd kick this year off with something a little bit sweet, Miss B, and that is some chocolates. Our local chocolatier, Coco Nib, has given these to us to draw today. So we'll be drawing at scale 1:1.
I like drawing to scale. I also really like the look of those chocolates. Coco Nib are amazing. These are all hand painted. So anyway, we're going to explore the engineering behind chocolate manufacturing next week. Yeah, but today we're just going to have some fun. I'm hoping to get one of those to eat.
But please don't eat them all before we finish the drawing.
So we're actually just going to do the packaging of the box today.
Yes. Oh, okay. Yeah. And we could maybe draw some chocolates if we get time. So shall we get started?
Go. I'm going to draw along. So okay. Go for it.
So we're doing, it's an isometric drawing, and I'm going to pick a starting point on my page. Let's say here. And then I'm going to bring the point of the splat down, and I'm using these two isometric angles. So what I'm going to do is just trace the full length, that edge, that splat edge, and then out to the left. Okay, good. I'm not going to worry about the middle one just yet.
Although I might have put the middle one.
Okay, let's draw a little bit of the middle one, no problem.
Thank you.
Now, we need to measure how long this edge is. So if I'm not using measurements, I'm just using splat measurements. So you can see that edge there, that's halfway. And then if I place that along there, that is 2 splat lengths along there. So we're going to, you could use your ruler and measure it and draw it to length if you want. Ends up being about 80 mil. So I am going to now, we've already drawn one. So what I'm going to do is replace the point of the splat to there and then draw a second one. Good. So if it's not exactly in a straight line, doesn't matter. I'm drawing it dark, but at home, most people probably draw it really light. Okay, so I'm going to do the same thing back in the original position. Now we're going to extend out to the left. So we're going to go all the way out there and draw another line. All right, cool. Don't worry if there's some gaps. Remember, these are light lines, Miss B, and we'll fix it up at the end. Okay, so now we've got our two. If I was looking at it like that, that's what we're seeing. So we've drawn these two lines along here and a little bit of the up and down one. So let's measure how high it is. It should be the same, but all of these three up. So, okay, let's have a look. Notice along the edge here, if you feel the splat, you should have some little bumps. And in between the blip and that corner, we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4. That means we're dividing that into quarters. So if I place that edge there, we'll go 1, 2. That's about 3/4 of a splat edge. So let's just use that. So I'm going to line that corner of the splat up to the end of my line. And then I'm going to go upwards, 1, 2, 3/4. So you can draw that line in. Good. Now we're going to do the same thing from the middle. Let's place that corner there and go up 3/4. And then can you find that one in your drawing?
I can. I'm getting hungry. When is the box going to be opened?
Well, as long as you leave me a few to draw, that's fine. We might actually open those and let Miss B have a nibble on those.
Okay, let's go. I'm done. No, not the chocolates, the drawing.
Okay, I'm going to do catch up here. So what I'm going to do is connect the ends of these lines together using a rule. You could just freehand like this because it really is just the guidelines around it. So now how are we going to get these two ones at the far edge? I'm going to suggest that we bring the point down, find this corner in your drawing and bring the point down. Notice I've got the splat straight up and down. And I'm going to just draw a line out there. Yeah.
Yeah, I like the way you've constructed this drawing today. Okay.
Okay, so we're going to repeat the same thing on the other side. So bring the splat down to that corner and then draw a line out this way.
Nice.
Yep. Okay. Now I'm going to use my ruler and I'm going to very lightly extend those lines. I don't know how long they are yet. All I know is they go in that direction. And this one goes in. So let's extend that one. And you can see where they cross over, that point right there. That's where I'm going to need to firm in. So I'm just going to freehand that today. Let's just go a little bit darker there. And there. Cool. So we have the basic outline of the box. Now with the box, notice that it's cut into halves. So I've got 4 quarters. So remember, this was 2 splat lengths. So we could use that to measure halfway. So from there, if I come along and place a mark, and then out to my left, I should have halfway. On these far edges, I'm just going to guess.
Couldn't you just turn your splat upside down like this?
Oh, that's a great idea, NSB. Okay, so I'm going to turn that upside down and just put a mark on those corners. And that should be fairly close to halfway. You see what I'm going to do next?
I've got a pretty good idea.
You've done it, NSB. I'm going to connect those 1, 2, and then there's some lines missing. The lines in these corners, I'm only just going to draw down a little way because we're going to have to draw the chocolates in there.
Of course we are.
And let's start off with, by drawing a heart. So from here, I'm going to come all the way out and around, and it disappears down behind the packaging there. And let's draw another one there. Now, what other shape did we have? Hopefully still have.
Well, we also have like almost, it looks like, a cone, the top of a
sphere?
Yeah, like a rocket, like the nose. It looks like a nose cone, yeah. Not like a witch's hat that's really pointy, but more curved, like a nose.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I'm just going to freehand that one in. I'm just going to draw the curve at the top, and it sort of gets wider as it gets. So I'm just going to draw that and draw it down. One of those that I got you is an orange passion fruit chocolate. These are handmade chocolates.
I'm focusing. I'm getting there.
That's the orange passion fruit one there. And let's go ahead and draw. We'll do opposites. So we'll draw the same thing over there. Actually, let's draw a different shaped chocolate. What about we use the ellipse there, and then I'm going to go for something a bit like a Rocky Road type theme, some little detail there. What else could we draw in there? What about a pyramid-shaped chocolate? If you Google chocolates, you'll find heaps of these. So I'm just going to draw a little top of a pyramid like that. And then from these corners, I just go draw. How is it?
So good. Oh my gosh. Oh, cool.
All right, so there's some chocolates. Let me think if there's something else we could draw. You could design any type of chocolates that you'd want to fit in your box. What about, if it was me, can you guess what I'm drawing here? My favourite of all is, it's a bit hard in black and white. They are, we call them hundreds and thousands. Some people call them freckles. So you could like stack those up. What else could we draw? What about a type of chocolate that has this? It's got like a bean or some sweet thing on top. So there's a different type of chocolate. We could draw a section through that to really explain it. So it's flat on the bottom. It has nice thick chocolate. A section means to cut through it. So there's the bean little thing on top. There's the chocolate, and inside it has little bits and pieces. So what do you think you could design chocolates? My name is B, would be happy to test them for you.
I would definitely be happy to test. Oh, yeah.
So this is called annotating, Miss B, when we're showing a design and we're using arrows and we would label what these parts were inside there. So this is called a section.
Yeah.
That's a sectional view. This is an isometric. And so we could do lots of different designs there, but as long as we have the box. Now there's the lid. How are we going to show a lid on top, Miss B?
Well, the lid's off. Whoa! I guess it depends on the different type of lids that you get. So this one is obviously clear that just slides straight over, but you also get a lot of chocolate boxes that have like a flip lid. So there's two different ways that you could. So what about if the students wanted to draw a flip lid? Do you want to demonstrate how you just go up from the box and build on what you've already got?
So the lid has come off and it's sitting behind. Sure. So if I was going to do that, I would probably sit the lid, I would extend that line straight up there. And remember, if it's sitting on the ground, we're going 1, 2 splat lengths like that. And to come out like that up there. And then the box would come out in a direction like this from this corner and this corner. I'm doing it lightly because actually I think I'm going to go with a clear lid. So that would be like a box sitting behind it. But I'm actually going to go, Miss B, for, I'm going to try and draw the Cocoa Nib product here. I'm going to try and make it look like a clear. If I run a second line up here above, try and use a sharp pencil for this, and I'm going to run it almost all the way down to the bottom. I'm going to copy that angle. So this is going to hopefully look like a clear cover. Oh, I've just had a great idea. What about, I erase the center here, and I'm going to, this is fully packaged. So there is the
that's a good idea.
Cocoa Nib logo.
Yep.
And I'm going to actually run the ribbon around it too. If I erase a little bit there, and I use this line as the ribbon, that's the ribbon, and I'm going to bounce the ribbon straight down there, right down to the bottom, and then fix those ones up. Okay, let's do a double ribbon here, so it's coming out there. There we go. There's our ribbon, which you remember, right? You remember it looked just like that. So there's the ribbon, and you could colour that. And to make it look like it's clear, here's a little trick. Sometimes you just pick an angle and just do a few little reflection lines like that. And that's enough to suggest that it's like a clear cover. So to finish off there, I'd probably just now darken my shadow line around there.
Like it never was.
All right, great. So we'll be doing some more industrial type engineering drawing next time. I'm checking out lots of
different machinery.
Yeah, it's really
and processes. So it is fascinating. So I'm really excited about that next week. So it'll be more of a mechanical engineering session looking at concepts, whereas today is a little bit more about a taste tester. Okay, can't wait to see what everybody's box of chocolates look like. I kind of got sidetracked, so my drawing's not quite finished, but I will colour it and pop it up. Have a fantastic week. We will be going live on a Thursday this year and also putting up videos on Monday. Don't forget our blog or register for our design school, and keep splatting. Have a great day.
Fun. Thanks for watching.
See ya.
Bye.
Okay, you need to, there's another one there. It's